Snow gently covered the streets of Aspen, Colorado, just a few days before Christmas. Every shop window glowed with warm lights, families laughed together, and holiday music filled the air. To everyone else, it was the happiest season of the year. But for Lucas Bennett, Christmas had become just another lonely day. At 33, Lucas owned a successful furniture business, yet every evening he returned to a quiet mountain cabin with no one waiting for him. Ever since losing his parents years ago, he had stopped believing that miracles still happened. Every Christmas Eve, however, he kept one small tradition. He wrote a wish on a piece of paper and quietly placed it inside a wooden box under the town's giant Christmas tree. He never expected anyone to read it. He simply hoped life might listen. That same Christmas, Emma Reynolds, a 29-year-old elementary school music teacher, moved to Aspen after accepting a new job. She loved Christmas more than any other holiday, believing that kindness could change lives. On her first evening in town, she walked through the Christmas market, smiling at children skating on the ice rink. As she passed the giant Christmas tree, she noticed the small wooden wishing box. Curious, she opened it. Inside were hundreds of handwritten wishes. One note caught her attention. "My only Christmas wish is to have someone to share next Christmas with." There was no name, no address, only the date. Emma folded the note and quietly smiled. "I hope you find her," she whispered. The next morning, Emma visited a local coffee shop before work. The only empty seat was beside a handsome stranger reading a novel. "Is this seat taken?" she asked. Lucas looked up. "Only by someone who likes hot chocolate." Emma laughed. "Good thing I ordered one." For the next hour, they talked about Christmas traditions, childhood memories, favorite songs, and life in a small mountain town. Neither of them realized fate had already introduced them. Over the following weeks, they kept meeting, sometimes at the coffee shop, sometimes while walking through the snowy streets, sometimes at the Christmas market. Each meeting felt less like coincidence and more like destiny. One evening, Emma invited Lucas to help decorate the school Christmas concert. As children practiced holiday songs, Lucas watched Emma laughing with her students. For the first time in years, Christmas felt magical again. On Christmas Eve, after the concert ended, Emma returned to the giant Christmas tree. She carefully placed a new note inside the wishing box. She smiled and walked away. A few minutes later, Lucas arrived for his yearly tradition. He opened the wooden box. Instead of adding another lonely wish, he found Emma's note. His heart raced. He recognized the handwriting from the small thank you card she had once given him. Without wasting another second, he ran through the snow-covered town searching for her. The church bells rang. Snowflakes danced beneath the streetlights. Finally, he found Emma standing on the old wooden bridge overlooking the frozen river. She turned around. Before she could speak, Lucas held up both notes. "The first one was mine." Emma smiled softly. "I knew." "You knew?" "I hoped." Lucas stepped closer. "For years I wished for someone who would make Christmas feel alive again." He gently took her hands. "And then you walked into my life." Emma's eyes filled with happy tears. "I think Christmas answered your wish." Lucas laughed. "No, I think it sent me a miracle." As fireworks lit the winter sky, he reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a small velvet ring box. "Emma Reynolds, will you spend every Christmas and every ordinary day with me?" Tears rolled down Emma's cheeks. She nodded. "Yes." The church bells echoed across the snowy town as families applauded nearby. 1 year later, Lucas and Emma were married beneath the same giant Christmas tree. The old wishing box still stood there. Every Christmas Eve, children filled it with dreams, but Lucas and Emma never placed another wish inside, because the greatest wish either of them had ever written was already standing beside them.